Pahrump Early Learning Academy, our goal is to provide a complete nurturing environment for the growth and development of the whole child, socially, emotionally, physically, and intellectually. Children are natural explorers and need hands-on experiences to help stimulate their own imaginations. We strive to meet the needs of each individual child at their developmental level through planned activities, plus help each child attain a higher level of achievement. Call 751-5335 for more information.
News 46 is brought to you by Comfort Hospice Care, where we give our patients and their loved ones peace of mind, knowing we provide the highest quality of care 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. For more information, call 751-0349. News is also brought to you by Smitty's Cards and Coins. Would you like to know what your collectibles are worth? Come by 2281 Postal Road, Unit 4, across from the post office. News is also brought to you by Inspiration Senior Living, where we provide affordable elegance to Pahrump area seniors. Give us a call at 751-2300 and make an appointment to tour our community.
Tonight on News 46, an employee at Pahrump Valley Disposal is airlifted. Donate money to help fire victims get back into a home. And a local was targeted and his bike stolen. News 46 starts now.
You're watching KPVM News 46 with Monique Mitchell. Local coverage from Deanna O'Donnell. News 46, local coverage you can count on.
Good evening. It's Tuesday, May 13th, 2014. I'm Monique Mitchell for News 46. Well, one person was airlifted from Pahrump Valley Disposal this afternoon after being severely injured by heavy equipment.
Mercy Air landed on scene at Pahrump Valley Disposal's dump site this afternoon for what appears to be a 50-year-old man who was apparently stuck between two bulldozers. We are told at this point that the man was actually an employee of Pahrump Valley Disposal. He received injuries to his abdomen area. Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue set up a landing zone on Mesquite for Mercy Air to land on scene. The man was transported with injuries he sustained as a result of this accident to UMC Trauma Center. His condition is unknown at this time. This is Deanna O'Donnell for News 46.
Well, an account has been set up to help a family of 6 get back on their feet after a fire destroyed everything they own.
I'm a friend of the Seabolt family.
And so on Betty Street, I believe it was last weekend, not this, on Sunday, right?
Yeah, it was on Saturday, May 3rd.
And so what happened?
Well, there was a fire. It was a real windy day, and there was a fire that started in the backyard, and it spread very quickly throughout their property. It destroyed a couple of sheds, their home, and 3 vehicles. And so they are homeless, and they're borrowing a vehicle now.
And so the family, luckily, is doing okay. I heard about a smoke inhalation for one child.
Right, yes. They're mom and dad and 4 children, and they're all doing okay. They're living in a motel. And so my goal is to get them a home for their property as soon as possible.
And so they own the property, right?
They do, yes.
And so you're looking for a new home to place on the property so that they can move back in?
Right, and they have an opportunity to buy a mobile home. And so I'm just trying to get the funds together quickly to make that happen sooner rather than later.
So you've set up a bank account, but also some locations where people can drop off some funds.
Right. I have some canisters at 3 of the 4 Horizon markets, and then I have an account at Wells Fargo Bank, and it's a business account set up strictly for them.
What's the account number?
That is 8737-644-255.
And the Red Cross is helping them right now with that housing in the hotel, but that's only limited, right?
Yes, it was for 1 week, but they've extended it for another week.
And so hoping to get these funds, how much is the goal?
My goal is $4,000.
And so hopefully we can get that very quickly to help this family get back into a home.
Yes, exactly.
And so if there's a number or people need to contact you, can they do that?
Certainly, yeah.
What's the number?
It's 775-209-2739.
Well, it is a heartbreaking story, something we don't usually hear about in our town. A local 25-year-old man was riding his dirt bike when suddenly he was hit by a vehicle who police say targeted him to steal his dirt bike. Luckily, Stan Wistrom survived his injuries.
25-year-old Stan Wistrom is an employee at Smith Food and Drug. He is well known for riding his bike around town. He also rides a dirt bike around town until last week when he was targeted and hit by a vehicle. Stan woke up slightly after the accident occurred and was unsure where he was at. He was located by Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue behind Napa Auto Parts on Dandelion. According to Stan, he's unsure of how the accident occurred. He just remembers being hit by a vehicle and his motorcycle being stolen. He was wearing a helmet at the time and did sustain major injury as a result of this accident. However, residents are urged to look for what is being called a 1980 Honda Endura motorcycle. We're showing pictures of it, which appears to be similar to the bike that was stolen from Stan. If you have any information about the whereabouts of this bike, or if you're a witness to this accident, you're urged to contact the Nye County Sheriff's Office at 751-7000. This is Deanna O'Donnell for News 46.
Attorney and judicial candidate Lillian Donahue may receive a complaint with the state bar soon. Donahue was allegedly seen standing outside Judge Robert Lane's courtroom, who is her opponent, soliciting business from defendants who were going before him. Allegedly, Donahue was promising to have Judge Lane recused from their cases if they hired her as their attorney. Attorney Brian Hardy told Judge Lane during a hearing that Donahue was outside the courtroom soliciting. Judge Lane has sent the matter to a senior judge to be looked into. And coming back, we'll have information about a bomb scare in an Elko County courthouse.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Albertsons. You're in for something fresh.
Welcome back to News 46. Sheriff's deputies shut down the Elko County Courthouse for a couple of hours after a bomb scare, but didn't find any explosives. The courthouse complex was evacuated and neighboring streets closed after a 911 dispatcher received the bomb threat about 3 p.m. yesterday. The bomb-sniffing dogs found nothing suspicious. The area was declared safe and streets reopened shortly after 5 p.m. A presentation was held at the BOCC by the Nevada Rural Housing Authority.
Yes, thank you, Chairman. My name is Eddie Hult. That's H-U-L-T. I represent the Director of the Real Estate Operations for the State of Nevada of Nevada Rural Housing Authority. For those who don't know, the Nevada Rural Housing Authority, also known as NRHA, is your county and city housing authority that we come in and help you with in our mission for affordable level housing, not market rate, but generally the housing that you can't get in to take care of your communities. We have been around since 1973. The Department of Real Estate has been together for 8 years, and our current mission by the state governor's office has been mandated for workforce housing, and we have a directive for last year to bring in a solution to help the mining and what we call mining resource towns, help them alleviate their workforce, which was your gap level housing, the people that that aren't subsidized by government HUD, USDA type funding, but are stuck in the middle of the gap, lower middle income housing situations, because some of these mining towns, resource towns, have very high incomes in some levels. That pushes up your AMI, which is your average median income. That the HUD levels do not catch up to, and there's a gap effect to it. So we have put together a housing study we started last August. It will be coming out within the next 10 days. That housing study, though, for this meeting, I have been asked to come here by Jonah Easley and the town manager, James Eason of Tonopah, to present to you the preliminary findings before the final report. of Tonopah itself. And to basically, you were given a package today of a a function package. Joni and I have worked closely about writing an MOU, a memorandum of understanding, for a piece of property that's just southeast of the high school, Tonopah High School, straight east from the ballparks.
And I'm sorry to interrupt, Eddie, but if I could make clear that the town of Tonopah owns that property, not Nye County.
Yes, the town of Tonopah. So we're working with the town of Tonopah to work a project development, which we'll talk about later in a future meeting. But we're basically here working on a memorandum of understanding to get toward that development of that project. This housing study is driving that answer to that project of coming and telling us that that Tonopah's future is going to have a need for sale properties, but immediate need for more rental properties, believe it or not. So the function of this project that we're going to design is a set of rental properties, both made in rental, like garden apartment form, as well as townhouse form that we could build fee simple and build into for sales after a period of time with for sales housing, general single family homes, anything density from 6,000 square foot up to 5 acre lots on this property. The property we're talking to is about 52 acres, and it would be about 18 of it's undevelopable. But the other 37 acres we would develop over a phased period of time as the workforce housing needed.
Lorraine Murray was surprised with an act of kindness award yesterday at the Bob Roode Community Center.
Look, we're talking about Lorraine Murray this morning. And Lorraine Murray, she was on the town board, and she was the town board chairman for a while. She also handled the Veterans Advisory Board and the Veterans Memorial. Is because of some of the things that Lorraine Murray did for our community. She's done so much in our community. She's a charter member and a current member of the League of Women Voters of Pahrump. She's a charter member and current president of Seroptimus International for Pahrump Valley. She was also a VITA, Volunteer Income Tax Assistance volunteer, for 3 years. She's done so much in our community. She's more than deserving of this award. And when I talked to Butch Harper, he agreed with me 100%. And here we are with Lorraine Murray.
So at this time, I just like to present the Act of Kindness Award to Lorraine Murray, a lady who deserves to be recognized more than tomorrow for a long time, because she's done an awful lot of work in this town. So at this time, Lorraine, I'd like to present you the Act of Kindness Award. And if you wouldn't mind reading what it says.
Presented to Lorraine Murray for your tireless efforts and endless extra hours for the people of Pahrump. You go above and beyond. From the citizens of Pahrump, Nevada. No act of kindness is ever wasted.
Absolutely.
Well, that's true. And Lorraine is going to continue on her little journey as long as she can. So give her the credit, and when you see her, say thank you.
The independent living group here in Pahrump needs your help with donations. Keep it here to find out more information.
I'm Norma Jean with Realty Executives in Action. Do you have any real estate plans for 2014? Why not put your plans in the hands of an executive? It costs no more to have the very best. Put our experience to work for you.
Today's news is brought to you in part by Dr. George Leeks, Pahrump's optometrist since 1990, offering full-spectrum eye care for children and adults. Call today, 727-8300.
Welcome back to News 46. The Independent Living Program in Pahrump, a grant program run through the Division of Child and Family Services, are collecting donations of new items throughout the month of May that children and teenagers often need when placed into foster care. The program is encouraging donations of essential items, including deodorant, hairbrushes, coloring books, toothpaste, and crossword puzzles. Valley Electric Association is a drop-off location for these items. Well, new research shows a major section of West Antarctica's ice sheet will completely melt in coming centuries and probably raise sea levels higher than previously predicted, revealing another impact from the world's changing climate. According to a study released Monday, warm ocean currents and geographic anomalies have helped kick off a chain reaction at the Amundsen Sea area glaciers, melting them faster than previously realized and pushing them past the point of no return. Well, fifth grader Fiona Mobley won $5,000 from Mance Elementary School for Nevada State Bank's What Makes Nevada Beautiful to You essay contest. She also won the superintendent for the day contest. Deanna O'Donnell caught up with Fiona and friends at Mountain Falls.
I'm assistant superintendent today because Fiona Mobley is superintendent of the day through a reading program from Mance Elementary School, and so we've put a very busy schedule together for her today, and I'm escorting her around, and I've got her back.
So what is on the schedule?
We started at Mance Elementary School, which is her home school, and did some photo ops there with some students that had some reading success there. We went from there to Rosemary Clark, and actually we've got some presentations for from Nevada Reading Week of bookmarks that students drew, and we made some book presentations and award presentations, so Fiona's gotten to be able to do that. So we went from Rosemary Clark to the district office. We had a press conference there, and she got to meet all the staff there and give a few directives to her administrative assistant, Mrs. Velos, to get out to the schools. And from there we went to Floyd Elementary School to make some presentations with Nevada Reading Week. And then we snuck in off the schedule because she's the superintendent and she can make this decision. We went over to Hafen Elementary School to see one of her favorite principals, Mr. Kenny Weaver.
This not only teaches Fiona what your job is and maybe some options for her future, and also what she really wants to do, what she was speaking of is being an author, but also teaches the other kids a little bit about what goes on within the school district.
Right, and one of the comments Fiona made today just at lunch was that it was interesting to go to the other schools and see what's going on there. And I told James and others at the table that we had lunch that is one of the real nice privileges, is to go see what's going on at the schools and see how things operate a little bit differently, but still in good success and good operational modes. But to have that freedom and go see those things in action, and it's fun.
Being superintendent.
Superintendent of the Nye County School District?
Yeah.
How did you manage that?
By reading over 4 million words.
Yeah? And it was a contest?
Yes.
What have you been doing the whole day, and who have you been hanging out with?
I've been hanging out at the other schools and with Mr. Norden and Miss Willows.
Yeah, and you're having lunch with our assemblyman today too, huh?
Yes.
Down here at Mountain Falls?
Yep.
So how's the day going?
Great.
You know, I'm so impressed with this young lady and what she's accomplished. 4.7 million words. I don't even know if people say that many words in their lifetime, and she's read that many words. The book she's read and the example she sets, I think, for the other students and the school district for recognizing what she's done and such great administrative kind of policies that enable the kids to do this. I just think it's amazing listening to her and visiting with her, and I've thoroughly enjoyed the time I've been able to spend with her.
And here's Angela Miles with today's First Business Brief.
This is the First Business Brief for Tuesday, May 13th. I'm Angela Miles. Chrysler hit a bump in the road. It booked a $690 million loss in the first quarter. The loss is connected to Italian car company Fiat buying the American automaker. Minus the cost, Chrysler earned $486 million on strong sales of pickup trucks and Jeeps. Mrs. Butterworth and Jimmy Dean could soon meet up. Hillshire Brands has agreed to pay $4.3 billion for Pinnacle Foods. The deal is expected to give Hillshire a larger presence in the frozen food aisle. And as rookies sign on to become multi-million-dollar players in the NFL, a startling stat by Sports Illustrated shows 78% of former NFL players wind up bankrupt or close to broke because of poor money management. CNN reports this season's top draft pick signed a contract worth $22 million. That's the First Business Brief. I'm Angela Miles.
Well, folks, coming up after these messages, we're going to have your weather with Noah Beacon, so keep it here. Pahrump, are you getting tired of being capped on your internet? Well, not anymore. Wave Direct has no data caps, and with great local customer service, why go anywhere else? 30-day trials are available. Call 775-253-3887.
News 46 weather is brought to you by your local dairy farmers. Dairy products are very important in maintaining a healthy body.
Hello and welcome back to News 46. Today is Tuesday, May 13th. Today we had nice sunny skies with a high of 81 degrees. Your average temperature at this time of year is 88 degrees. Winds are coming from the north-northeast today at 12 miles per hour with gusts up to 26 miles per hour. The UV index today was 10, which is very high. Humidity was at 14%. Sunrise was at 5:39 a.m. and the record high in 1996 was 103 degrees. Tonight we'll have clear skies with a low of 57 degrees. Your average temperature at this time of year is 65 degrees, so it'll be a little on the chilly side. Winds will be coming from the north-northeast at 4 miles per hour with gusts up to 9 miles per hour. Humidity will be at 20%. Sunset will be at 7:42 p.m. and the record low in 1953 was 45 degrees. Tomorrow we'll have sunny skies with a high of 89 degrees and a low of 63 degrees. Winds will be coming from the north-northeast at 3 miles per hour with gusts up to 5 miles per hour, so some pretty low winds there. Humidity will be at 18%. Sunrise will be at 5:39 a.m. and the UV index will be 10. For our 7-day forecast, we'll have a mostly cloudy week, though we'll probably be seeing some sunny skies on Wednesday and Thursday, and then again next Monday. Your high temperatures will be ranging from the low 80s to the high 90s, peaking there on Saturday. And your low temperatures will be ranging from the high 50s to the low 70s.
Thank you, Noah. Well, folks, that does it for this edition of News 46. I'm Monique Mitchell. And from everyone up here at News 46, we hope you have a great evening, and we'll see you here again tomorrow. Until then, good night.